Hey guys, I am back for another episode of High Key. This week I have a very special guest, one of my friends we met last year, and he's gonna give us some insight on what it's like to be a male stripper. Check it out. I'm Key, and this is High Key. All right, cool, guys. I'm so excited for this episode. I'm sitting here with my friend Wyatt.
What's
Say
going on,
hello.
guys? What's up, everybody?
Really wanted to bring him on the show because I low-key have told so many of my friends about you because they're like, oh, like, hey, do you know anyone like can do like a bachelor party like for like strippers? And I'm like, yo, I know a guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to like bring you on here and like, I know obviously like you live a very healthy lifestyle and like you like personal training and stuff too, which is really cool. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
I thought it'd be really cool to talk about some stuff like that and like life and whatever.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, but you were just telling me about stage like performance anxiety.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's serious performance anxiety. Every time I go on stage, I get butterflies beforehand.
Really?
I look at it like it's like facing your biggest fears.
Okay.
So it's like empowering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Kind of like you're like overcoming like obstacles in your mind.
Yeah, and
right?
getting paid doing it.
Yeah, literally. That's sick. That's the best kind of work actually.
Yeah.
So like you're also talking about how you're about to run a team now. Okay, so like actually tell me like how you got into that because like I don't even really know the whole story.
So a buddy I went to high school with, me and him were like towards the early part of high school, he was like the ugly duckling. I was like the short.
Oh, you're the cute.
I got cute towards the end of high school.
Right.
But like I met up with him in a bar randomly, before COVID. I was like, yo, what? I went to high school, and we got to chatting and whatever. And next thing I realized, he's a dancer, right?
Yeah.
So he was stripping in Niagara, and I'm like, that fucking sounds sick.
Yeah.
So we go to the club I started at.
Yeah.
It's called Mince Niagara. In the basement, they have a male entertainment club called Peppermints.
Peppermints.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and we go there, and I'm just supposed to check it out.
Okay.
You're
just going to see.
Yeah, and we get there, and he's talking to the guy who runs it, Chris, and he's like, "Oh yeah, why? Yeah, you're on next." And they put me on blast, like sink or swim mentality, and throw me on stage. I'm not licensed to dance yet.
No.
You have to get a license.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So I couldn't go down to anything other than my like pants unzipped.
Oh, okay.
I ended up making some money and fucking I'm realizing it's like fucking a rush.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, I'm dancing every couple weeks.
Like I remember you getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, and then I was doing it on weekends, and at a certain point, I was like, "Fuck, this club sucks." So they don't market it or whatever.
Oh, so they're not really bringing in any like clientele.
Yeah, and so I was like, we got to do something else. And Jesse's been doing it for years, and he actually got. He auditioned for Magic Mike Live.
Oh, really?
So what Channing Tatum owns this Magic Mike Live where they do all the stuff in the movies in Vegas.
Yeah.
So he got sent out to LA and he tried out and whatever. He was in the top like 20 or 30 people left. Okay. So he already got his name established.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just got to ride that.
Oh, you got to ride the wave.
Yeah, I got to dodge doing the clubs and doing all the grind work.
Yeah.
And he got a call through one of our buddies who knew the co-owner of Hunkomania in the U.S.
Okay, so what is that? Because I don't know what that is.
So it's basically like a company, like it's like an agency, but it was started by a guy who was a bodybuilder in New York back in the 80s, and then he started dancing and realized, hey, fuck, start our own company.
Yeah.
So then the guy Jeff, who we answer to, is a guy who had a bigger company like Hunkomania established in the US, and then they merged.
Oh,
so they wanted to, I guess, start making teams in Canada because they have in every major city in the US.
Yeah, so you might as well start up here too.
And they have them in the UK too. But so they had it going for 3 years running in Vancouver and Montreal, and they're like, fuck, we want a Toronto.
Yeah.
And Jesse's name got brought into
the equation.
Yeah. And then next you know, he's like, yo, buddy, you don't have to rough it anymore.
Yeah, he called you. Yo, I love that. What a good friend.
I've been doing it under 8 months, and now we went from me, him, and 2 other guys we brought from Mints. We ran half a dozen shows last summer. Now we've got 3 bookings coming this summer.
Dude, that's insane.
And
I love that for you because I remember you saying like you're like waiting for it to kind of hop off. So like that's really what kind of elevated it. It's like what like jump started everything, right?
I'm still living like imposter syndrome because it doesn't feel
like it's real.
And now we have 8 to 10 members. So now I'm training these guys in choreo. I still don't know how to. I like 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're like clapping off beat.
Yeah, like literally, I have to learn how to like step to the beat, right?
Yeah, well, I see like all your videos that you post. Like you put like your choreography and you're like rehearsing and stuff. So, like it's sick. I mean, it obviously takes a lot of like what's it called, like dedication and commitment to
to the work too, right? You can't just like walk in and just expect to know what to do.
And the hard part is though, because I'm doing less than 8 months, I have guys underneath me that have been doing years, so there's that whole power struggle.
The dynamic is
because I'm not that great of it. I'm still learning, right?
Yeah, you're still learning.
So like I came from bodybuilding background to the point where when I was done my bulk, I couldn't touch my back.
So the mobility and like the flexibility.
So I do resistance and flexibility training every day now, because to do a body roll, it's literally all body mechanics.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I look like garbage the first couple of
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did see the beginning of the first couple of videos. I was like, you know what, he's working on it.
Have you seen the recent ones?
Yeah, I have.
So I'm not doing handstands. I'm learning flares and backflips right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
I feel like that's gonna like make women go crazy too. Though.
Yeah.
Like, when you're just standing on there at the stage, you do backflip, like stop.
I do this thing where I put them in the chair facing the audience, and I climb up the wall, like walk up the wall with my feet on one of the posts, and I do a handstand.
Oh
my god. And from the handstand, I spring down into a bridge.
Oh my god.
I can do it where I land on them or I land right in front of the chair.
Oh my god, I love that. Is that your signature move?
Right now, yeah.
Do you have a name for it? You just,
no.
No, you gotta find a name for it.
I couldn't tell any of the other dancers other than Jesse, because he's like, someone's gonna steal it if there's solos
absolutely.
I brought it out on the most recent show we did at the banquet hall in Vaughan called Hollywood. It's like all Ukrainian, like stuff like that. So I didn't even feel anxiety because none of these people spoke English.
Yeah, so you're fine. Yeah,
you're like 150
you're like, even if they talk shit to me, I can't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah, it was like whatever.
Okay, you were telling me earlier about like your name, your stage name, and like where that like came from and like the origin.
Yeah. So a lot of people think it's from Top Gun. The name
what is it?
Maverick.
Okay.
Right? But what the real meaning or definition of the name is a Maverick is like someone that like lives without outside the status quo.
Yeah.
Like a rebel, a rule breaker, basically a bad boy.
Yeah.
So it fits for if I want to do Top Gun and wear a fucking flight jacket and aviators.
Hey, it does. Yeah, that makes sense. So what, like, do you have like different like costumes and stuff that you usually wear, or do you just kind of like?
I've done cop. I've done cop. Fucking Top Gun Maverick, like pilot.
Yeah.
Other than that, I do like mainly the Magic Mike style, kind of snapback, bandana around my neck.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's sick.
I'm gonna get into like army, doctor, other shit.
Oh, all the professions. The man in uniform. You know, women love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, how is it like balancing that with like, I mean, you obviously do the personal training still, right?
Yeah.
And like there's that, and you do carpentry and you do all this other stuff, and you have a girlfriend now, right? Yeah. And it's like work-life balance. Like, how do you do that?
The thing is, what is it? If you try to juggle more than one thing, you'll become a master of none.
Yes.
So I learned that I have to prioritize which one I'm going to be focusing on and which ones are on the back burner.
And move it around, kind of.
Yeah. So I've had a lot of time to focus on like the entrepreneurial parts of dancing.
Yeah.
Because I've been on leave because I was in school over winter for the union. So I've got to enjoy not having to deal with the 60-hour weeks. Carpentry.
There you go.
So then when I can do that, I can do...
You can take that time and put it towards something else that like maybe you're trying to prioritize more, right?
Yeah, and then the other thing is there's so much affiliate marketing with the dancing, because then girls are like, oh my God, you're so physique. And then you're like, I also do personal training.
You're like,
my card.
You kind of just like slide it in there and get like new clients and stuff.
So I've started trying to go on to more one-on-one online coaching or like writing meal preps or workout plans.
Right.
Because it works into my schedule that I don't have to be at a gym.
Yeah,
or
right.
Commute,
and like it's more flexible for you, right? Like,
so I have like 4 clients here and there when they need advice, whatever.
Okay.
I get like obviously that's the side hustle, right?
Yeah.
Dancing makes me more than that, and the cover makes me equally or more than dancing.
Okay, I have questions for you, like regarding some of that. Like someone wrote in and said, "How much are you really making in each industry?"
Okay, so obviously it varies with personal training. So I don't work for a gym, so if I do an hour session with someone, instead of getting $30 an hour, like some of the Wish for Good Life or LADX, I can charge $80.
Right.
And I'll bring them in.
Freelance,
I bring them in as a guest or whatever. But I'd say in a month I make maybe an extra $500 at least.
Okay, yeah, but like you said, it is your side hustle too.
Yeah,
right?
and then for dancing, each event I get like minimum 150 to show up for an hour or two, upwards to 500, and in a night I can make $1,500.
Dude, that's insane. I'm so glad for you.
Untaxed. Fuck Trudeau. It's untaxed. He doesn't need to know about that.
I love it.
T4 for that.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
and then with carpentry, because I am an apprentice, but like I do side gigs. This summer I'm going to be doing deck stocks, all that shit.
Yeah.
So like you can make like 20 grand in like a couple weekends doing your own side gigs, but make at least like 35 to 40 an hour, plus the overtime and double pay.
So you're just rolling in the dough at this point.
Trying to buy a house in this economy.
Oh my god. Okay, so I got more questions that people want to know.
Okay.
Gotta give the women what they want.
Okay.
Hold on, let's see here. She said biggest misconceptions of being in the stripping industry.
Okay. All guys, once they hear male entertainer, they think you're gay or that you dance with men. It's always the guys that don't understand it. You explain it to them, and then they're like, "Man, you're living my dream."
Yeah.
Misconceptions. People think that then it's like we're also sex workers.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
Like I've been offered money for shit like that.
Okay, that kind of leads me into another question someone had, which was like, if like, so you know like how people get grabby sometimes, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that's part of the job, or would you say that's like assault?
I think it shouldn't be part of the job, but it is more of a problem for the male industry because security's we don't have security.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to lift her and throw her off stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Whereas if I was in a female strip club and I started grabbing ass and she didn't like it, she'd call over security and my teeth would be knocked out.
See, talk about double standards.
Yeah, I love it. It's like, because you know what, people are like equal pay, equal rights. I'm like, I'm in one industry that's one of the oldest fucking professions.
Yeah,
that
literally.
I make less than females.
Yeah, that's insane. That's actually insane. I never thought about that.
Yeah, we have to work twice as hard. I got to dance for upwards of 30 minutes on a solo, do a bunch of crazy tricks and shit to like entice these females. In a female industry, 3 minutes on stage and then they're trying to get
like
you.
What, you walk in and you see someone that looks hot too and you're like, oh, I want a lap dance from her.
Yeah, but you don't see girls doing handstands.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I mean, even pole work though, like that's insane. That's like a law.
So I have buddies that do it and it's a crazy workout. I can do certain things, but like the guys that do flag poles and like they're like hanging upside down and shit.
Yeah, like that's intense. The amount of strength that it would take to do that.
And the risk of like a drunk girl passing by when you're doing a certain move, and like it's like there's so many unknown variables.
Yeah, you're just like constantly watching, make sure. Like,
on my most recent show, right? So I'm busting this for the first time live ever, right? And so I have this girl in the chair. I lift her up out of the chair, rotate the chair to face the way of the crowd in the post.
Okay.
Put her in the chair, and I'm gauging the distance. Well, I'm a couple of drinks deep, and like there's strobe lights.
And there's, you feel like you can see perfectly.
Yo, look, I'm in sunglasses.
Visibility's low.
Yeah, sunglasses, smoke machines. There's lasers going around. So I'm like, what? Like everywhere in this club is mirrors.
Yeah.
So it's
like what am I even looking at?
So disoriented, right? Yeah. So I'm pushing the chair back, and I'm like, I gauge with my arm, like I push her back one more foot, and if I had not pushed that chair back one more foot when I did this fucking thing, I would have kicked her in the face. It would have been a lawsuit or whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Like you gotta like size someone up. Like you do a trick when you think I think she's 150 pounds.
Yeah.
And she's not. Throw your back out. Some girls, they don't know what they're doing, know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you always wrap your arms around my neck. I'm gonna lift you.
Yeah.
You have to like kind of like.
Do you tell them like too? Like you kind of like explain it like in their ear, kind of like. So what kind of events do you guys usually do? Like what, like with Hunkamania, anyways? Like.
So I get dispatched. I've done like bachelor parties at the Ritz-Carlton, like where like I have to talk to security to let me up. Like,
dude, that's insane.
I've done like house calls for birthday parties. I've done divorce parties.
Oh, I love that.
My favorites is the sip and paint. So for like the middle-aged cougars and birthdays, I get to sit there, maybe equal pay that I make dancing for an hour and just sit butt ass naked.
And do they pay you?
They just drink wine, have cheese platters, and pay me.
Dude, that is insane. So you're also a nude model.
It's like pay me like one of your French girls.
Yeah, like, I fucking love that for you.
Because this company owns multiple companies. They own like a drag show in the US.
Yeah,
they own a burlesque show.
So they do like it's multifaceted. Like they have tons of different outlets and revenue streams.
They're dipped in all those kind of industries.
I love that. That's awesome. Good for them, you know. That's really smart.
They even own like an ad agency and shit. Like,
dude, that's insane. I mean, that's like good too. That like at least you're now working for someone that's like actually marketing your talent, right? Like you're actually like you're able to make more money because of it. So like awesome.
And it's good because I don't have like if I was back at Men's fucking like trying to promote on my social media, whereas now I get a call. He's like, all right, this weekend, 100 girls are pre-booked.
Yeah.
Like,
and like you don't have to. Like they're putting you out there for you. You don't have to.
They do pop-ups at clubs. So we go to like El Conventore Rico in Little Italy. That's our base club.
Yeah.
And we know the guy that owns it, and we show up. We're basically the management for Hunkamania. We represent them.
Yeah.
Club.
I love it.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself like moving up in the company at all? Like, or do you have any ambition with that?
Yeah. Like if I'm not dancing it, like at a certain point, I'll be definitely like.
Once you're like old and gray, like what are you talking about?
No. Like, by 30, I'm not gonna be that guy. Like I'm 30, married with kids or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be that guy that's like you go to. Oh, what does your dad do for a living? He's a professional adult.
Yeah, professional dancer. Yeah. What kind of dancing does he do?
Like I had to hang that up. Like I hang the fucking calendar.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Okay, wait. So you have a girlfriend now?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
How the hell do you balance that with dancing?
So I was dating a girl actually over Christmas and then broke up with her.
Yeah.
And not the right fit.
Yeah.
Then I knew this girl previously, and so she's kind of like, I'm single for life, that whole back and forth. And I'm like, I'm single for life too, and so
like, let's be single together.
And then we don't realize we're basically dating until I'm like, you're basically dating when everybody else thinks we're dating.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm like, at a certain point, I was like, fuck it, let's just date.
Yeah, hey.
And she's cool with the dancing and all that stuff.
That's awesome.
She's actually the one going to all the bars because she's a bartender. She's like, take his cards.
Oh,
she'll market me.
She's like your agent or some shit.
She's basically my
I love that. I love that she's supportive too of that. I feel like it takes a certain kind of person to like be that secure in themselves to date someone that's in that kind of job.
She's definitely not insecure or
awesome.
lacking trust.
Yeah, which honestly is hard to find these days.
I guess because I'm so open. I'm like, you're coming to all my shows because I need a proxy. The best thing to drive up what they call kissing tips or getting girls in the hot seat because we're all nervous sometimes. Is having the best set with somebody that flows properly.
I'm like, because you want to make it look good, right?
So I'm like, babe, I'm gonna draw you from the crowd at every single one of my shows and pretend we've never met before. Yeah. Put you in the hot seat.
But you know exactly what to do.
And she knows exactly what I'm going to do. And it just flows.
I love it. That's awesome. And honestly, I feel like that make your relationship kind of hot too.
Yeah, and then it's like she feels special knowing the fact that she gets to see everything that goes on.
Yeah, she's involved, right? Yeah. She's not just kept out of the dark or whatever like that. So that's awesome. Shout out your socials to me. So I'll tag them in the description too.
Okay, so my personal one is Wyatt_Emil98. So WYATT_EMIL98.
Okay.
My dancing one is Maverick the Entertainer with underscores. If it doesn't work out, I can at least say I fucking did it. Right?
Yeah.
Try.
Hey, it's something.
There's not many people that can say they stripped down and done fucking handstands in front of 150 women.
Yeah, literally. And I feel like the thing too is remember we were saying before about the mental block and that kind of thing. I feel like that takes it helps you increase your security in yourself too.
Yeah,
right?
body positivity, right?
Yeah,
exactly. I was a chubby kid early on in school. And then I started personal training. I started working out. But you get that body dysmorphia. I still look in the mirror and I'm like, no, I'm not fat, right? I must have something going for me.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of reinforces the idea of hey, maybe I'm not this chubby little kid anymore.
Yeah, it helps with the body dysmorphia.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So let me go back to my notes because my head is not with it right now. Oh, what advice would you give to someone that was considering entering the industry?
The dancing industry?
Yeah.
Humble yourself.
Okay, that's
because you gotta understand there's the older dancers who've been doing it a long time that will push you out before you're in. Ooh. I've had guys say, it's gonna take you a year to get blah 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 blah, get where you're gonna be. Yeah. You should give up now. It's like in a female strip club, the older end of the fucking limelight strippers don't want a nice hot new girl.
No, well it makes sense.
Yeah. But they'll act like your buddies, they're trying to be your coach, but they're not. It is very
they're undermining you.
It's very competitive. Yeah. And there's also there's guys in Toronto that their crews are known for sleazy shit. They don't represent the industry well. Yeah. Right. So
that's good advice though. That's the thing is that by humbling yourself. Yeah, exactly.
And realize that you could be great looking, but there's
always going to be someone higher. There's always going to be someone more talented, better dancer.
Yeah, don't ever show up thinking that you're the best because there's going to be that guy that could be in his 40s and he's doing fucking backflips. Yeah. Okay, so you have something that has your name on it. So it's a jersey. Yeah.
And you wear that out to.
Well, I wear one of the outfits, right?
One of them.
So it's for one of the choreographies, the group shows we do. So we all do Blue Jays jerseys, snapbacks, wife beater, and then jeans. So I'm I'm gonna market myself.
Yeah.
So I wear I got a custom made jersey. Screw Blue Jays. I'm not marketing for them, right?
No, of course not.
I also have a Maverick hat. So before I ever went to the club with my buddy and he put me on blast and threw me on stage, we had done a bachelorette party and he's like, I'll bring you with me. Let's just see if you like it. Yeah. Grinding on girls getting paid for it, sure. But we had a hat made for me and it was there's always a initiation or you pop your cherry as a dancer. Yeah. So after I'd done this thing, all these girls put on red lipstick and kissed my hat, leave marks or whatever. Cool. So I have that hat too, and then.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Some challenges that you have, maintaining your lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. Being fit. I'm obviously working out is part of the job too, right?
So alcohol for sure. Yeah. Because I went to dry February and it's the minute you have alcohol after that, your body's like, what the fuck are you giving?
Poison.
Yeah.
It's literally poison.
Yeah, I did like the carnivore diet, and then the minute I had carbs, I felt sick.
Yeah.
But like then there's times where you're like, all right, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna have
like a beer or like whatever,
or like wings and pub food, and and so like I do things like where I'm fasting, I'm intermittent fasting, and I'm eating no carbs. And I'm cutting for a show. I'm doing sauna suits in a sauna, up in my cardio. And then as soon as the dance event's done, I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I'm gonna have a burger.
But because you reward yourself though, because you worked hard to get to that point.
But then after that, then you're like, oh, there's another show 2 weeks from now. So then
it's like get food all over again.
It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But it is hard. I've done a 7-day water fast, and like you want to hang in there, right?
Yeah.
Like you get to a point where like I remember I was getting out of saunas. I'm like, I'm not good to drive. Because I'm so dehydrated.
And disoriented, probably.
You're basically like, it's worse than being drunk.
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah.
So it does take a toll to get super cut, and I've done it. And then I'm getting to a point where I like to be kind of like middle ground. My abs show, but I'm not like
jack, like rip, shredded. No, because like it's not worth it at that point. I mean, you still have to function. Well, like
the guys in Hollywood movies, they're like that for the movie, and that's it.
Yeah, literally, that's their entire, and they're getting paid millions of dollars for that.
Yeah, not only that, they have like personal trainers, like fucking meal prep guys, a chef. They're on Ozempic. Like,
they're having like a whole team of people getting their body to be like that.
Yeah, and then the minute they're done with the show, they're like, "Fuck, I'm done."
Yeah.
But Jason Momoa is like, "I'm gonna have Guinness," and it's like, unless you're paying me to work out for the movie, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely, it's your work, right? Yeah. Like, okay. Last question. What are some of the most rewarding aspects of your work?
Okay.
What are your favorite things?
So for personal training, getting somebody that used to be in the situation I was in.
Yeah.
To get out of their comfort zone and change their life, because personal training is like you don't have a client on the hook forever. You have the skills to fucking do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and then they learn they learn a fitness style.
Yeah.
Are they powerlifter? Are they CrossFit? I hope not.
Oh God.
Are they more into calisthenics? Are they cardio? Like, are you swimmer?
What's their thing?
Where they figure out, they kind of find their own way. Right?
Yeah.
All you need to know is calorie deficit or surplus if you're bulking or cutting. And then if you're going to do hypertrophy, time under tension, and cardio. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
After that, and I teach you form, then you learn what your favorite workouts are. Do you like incline bench?
You kind of personalize it.
Yeah.
Make it more enjoyable for you to actually go to the gym and work out.
Do you like cables, or do you like conventional, deadlifts?
Yeah. What do you think about like incorporating like other parts of your life too to be active? Like, do you like recommend that to people as well?
I love finding something like people are like, I hate cardio. I'm like, yeah, I swim.
Yeah.
Right. I mountain bike in the summer. Yeah. Right. So it's like, and I'll fucking mountain bike and burn way more calories than I will if I'm a Stairmaster, because I know as soon as 10 minutes is up, I'm Stairmaster.
You're not going to actually put in any more work.
Plus, you get sunlight, get outside,
fresh air,
the vitamin D, the sunlight, and it's like, there's other healthy aspects. I love saunas, and they have so much health benefits that it's like you could go do cardio every day of the week.
Yeah.
But if you are out drinking, you're eating processed foods and seed oils, and then your body's not detoxed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's like, what's the point?
No.
Yeah. Favorite parts about dancing? And then I guess if you want to talk about carpentry, you can do that too.
So favorite parts about dancing, it's like the biggest ego boost ever.
All right. I can see that.
Like dancing with chicks to the point where like it's like I don't know. It's just enlightening.
Why is it enlightening?
Because you get to see a different aspect of people. Because they tell you their secrets.
Yeah, that's true.
They think they're never going to see you again. Right? So it's like I get to see the different side of people. They don't show like their spouse, or they don't show their coworkers.
So like, you think a lot of people do a lot of women? I've never been to a male strip.
No.
So, like I've never seen like a dance. You gotta dance for me sometimes.
They're savages, man.
I'm like, get up on the chair right now and dance.
Well, like, they're savages, right? Like I like the female industry where it's like they dance on like divorcees and middle-aged guys and like the desies, right? I dance on girls that I'm like, holy fuck. If I'm a 6 out of 10, she's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying me to dance for you, are you sure? I remember I've had this talk girls. I'm like, you're here for your bachelorette party. You're getting married tomorrow.
You're like, you need
I'm
to calm
not going
down.
to fuck you. Okay? And so I'm like, it scares me into thinking, is it worth getting married if like, girl she's got
potentially like,
well, this is not like she's a sleazy girl. Like I've seen girls that have like 100K a year. She works in corporate.
Easy,
she went to college. Proper upbringing, middle upper class, and she's about to fuck me.
Yeah,
she's getting married at 7 a.m. tomorrow. You really want to make this bad choice? I mean, if I had no morals, like.
Oh my God, then you would.
Thank God I was raised right.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, actually, I had another question about that. Because my friend, when she's asking me, she's like, you need to ask him, like, as a personal trainer and also as a dancer.
Yeah.
People often like hear about people like fucking their personal trainers or like fucking the fucking stripper, like whatever. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like,
no, I've had like hot as hell cougars be like, I'll put you in a condo, like fucking sugar baby shit. I'm like, no, once you do that.
Then you're a kept boy.
Yeah, but even if they paid me for sex, I was like, all right.
It's like something's a little bit like.
I'm like, the rapper's not even gonna save me. Like, why are you paying me this kind of money?
Yeah.
And it's like at that point you're a sellout, right?
Yeah, I feel that.
I remember when I started dancing, my dad was laughing. We thought it was a joke until I came home with $800 in fives. And then he started calling me Giglo, like Jiggly, throughout the house and roasting me. But then I'm like, then he saw videos and he's like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the thing is, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be that guy that fills that stereotype.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, like being a dancer, that's definitely like is my wingman. I don't need a wingman. Before I was dating my girlfriend, going to a party and someone knows I'm a dancer, someone would hit play on Spotify, Pony would come on.
Every time.
I've danced at every house party I've ever been to now. So it's like
I'm gonna have a party just like
and I ended up like, oh fuck, here we go. And so like I don't it gets me laid without me having to screw the people in the crowd, right?
Hey, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Once again, let's shout out your socials again, and people need to fucking follow you because you're sick.
Oh yeah, follow me.
I'm gonna go see you in like live too.
Go to hunkomania.com and book for our shows in Toronto. Yeah. If not, hit me up. We do private shows.
Yeah, private bookings. We love it.
House calls.